Hello everyone, it's a boy PROPH RYE, and people, I'm just picking up from the last topic because the phone keeps on pissing me off right now talking about storage, every Ross Clark minute, so you see it? But anyways, people, picking up. I was telling you lot about the hard times that we're living in right now, people. Yeah? We'll talk about the hard times that we're living in right now, people. Because a lot of people think that PROPH RYE is a joker, though. He's a comedian, he makes bad jokes. But when you check it out, people, a lot of the stuff that I'm saying is true. It's not no false thing. It's not false. You get me? So like I was telling you lot, people, and I'm telling you lot about the other day I was walking down the road, people. You get me? And I saw this Mercedes pull up, tinted windows out. You get me? Because the cost of living is rough right now. To where a lot of people out there, they're taking out these finances cars. They're out here driving disability cars. You get me? And people are thinking that these people are rich. They're pretending to be rich. They're wearing expensive clothes to go with it. You get me? But they're not living in the truth. And people think that people are rich out here. But you will see that people are going to be exposed. Because people are scared to come out here and say they're going through a hard time. This is why I respect myself. And I come out here and let people know that I'm going through hard times. You get me? I don't need to lie to no one. I'm not trying to impress no one. You get me? So people, when I told you now, the car pulled up, rude boy. And when the car pulled up, I looked at the car, and the car slowed down, and I'm thinking, I'm not a victim, you know. I'm not a victim out here. Who's this? What's going on? Someone trying to, there's a gang stalking thing going on or what? You get me? You know, right now, Bear Man said they're looking for me and they want to do me things and stuff. You get me? So you have to stay vigilant. You get me? So when I look now, people, I see a youth jump out of the Mercedes with shades on. You couldn't even see my man's eyes. Shorts and t-shirt. Expensive perfume. Man goes in, he jogs. So he jogs to the boot of the car, presses the key, the boot opens by itself. My man takes out two parcels and go beep, beep, and then runs across the road to the neighbor's house. Beep, beep, beep. Neighbor didn't come out, he's gone to the neighbor. They didn't come out and open the door, he's run over to the neighbor now. Dang, 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 bang, bang, bang. I said, look at this, look at life. Look at this, look at life. I said just a minute ago, I was thinking that this was some gang stalking business going on. Just to know that it's a brother that's working. Just to know that it's a brother, rude boy, that's working. He's working his ass off right now. You get me? My man's got about 100 parcels, fucking 100 parcels stacked up in the Mercedes, rude boy. I'm talking about 24 plate Mercedes, fresh. He's doing parcels. He's working. Now, if he goes into any neighborhood now, you see, true word. If he goes into any neighborhood now, people, where there's high gang violence now, yeah, and he pulls off a stunt like that, people can mash out his windows for them thing there. People can mash him out and he's gonna have to wheel spin out of the ends. He's gonna have to wheel spin out of the neighborhood, fam. But this just shows you, he's just an average brother driving a Mercedes. He's just a normal guy. And all he's doing is he's got a nice car and he's working. He's just trying to make ends meet. And you'd be surprised to know, a lot of people that drive Mercedes and BMWs and that, there's a lot of them that you'll see in the line at the food bank. At the food bank, people, in the line. That's right, that's correct. Because a lot of men told themselves they're buying these expensive cars to impress a gal. You get me? A lot of them are saying they're buying these cars because it's their dream. It's their dream to have one of these cars. They don't mind being poor and having one of these cars. They don't mind having these cars and they're working a normal job. They're delivering parcels in their baby. So people, this just shows you out here, this just shows you people how life is and what's going on out here. It's a serious thing. Middle class people that are working, are lining up out at the food bank, telling them that they don't work, they ain't got a job. Just to make ends meet, just to make sure that they can save £100 a month. So if they don't do that, they're going to have to end up dipping into the £100 a month. And by the time the paycheck comes next month, they ain't got nothing left. This is the type of world and society that we're living in, people. The world is not level. The world is not fair. You get me? I don't even know why a lot of these Freemasons are being Freemasons and serving darkness when they're broke. Do you know how much broke Freemasons are out here? There ain't nothing going on for them. The darkness don't even respect them. The darkness just have them on standby for empty vessel to be used. When you go to the food bank, a lot of Freemasons are lined up out there. The darkness ain't giving them fuck all. So people, we're living in some serious times here, people. Food shortages. Price of food is going up. The bills are too high. People are suffering mentally out here. The fittest of the fittest will survive out here. And you have to train yourself to be fit with no money out here. I've been living like this for the past 2 weeks. I've been living like this for the past month. For the past 3 years, I've been going through hard times. But let me tell you something. For the past 2 weeks, people, I've been living without no money. After I pay all my bills and that, people, I've been suffering. It's like God is testing me and showing me, listen, young king, you have to learn to be fit without money. You have to learn to be strong without money. Look what money's doing to the world. Look what money's doing to the people out there. Because every day God shows man signs. Every day God shows people signs and people are not taking heed, fam. People, you should have saw me today. I swear to you, people. I was in the mirror. Started, even though I'm a wise man, I was in the mirror, people, starting to count the grey hairs at the front of my head. And telling myself that I need to stop stressing, cuz. I was in the mirror, people, G-checking myself. I was in the mirror telling myself I got to stick up a few demons out here, cuz, because I'm skint. I'm skint. It's not a joke out here, people. People are suffering. Even people with money are suffering. Every day, they're out here doing whatever they can. Doing all type of fuckery. Just so their money can climb the ladder and they stop floating up and down the £1,000. When I was shotting crow, I kept on floating up and down the grand. Every time I pass a grand, something just hit me back down again. I think, what's going on? The trapper of the year is me, but I'm not seeing no results. How can you be the trapper of the years? How can you be the trapper of the year and you're not seeing no result? Do you know how much men out there that's selling weed and selling drugs and they're going food bank? They're telling them they're not working. And they're making more money than middle class people. Shout out to the drug dealers, man. Hey, people, I'm just being honest with you. We're living in times now, listen, if you don't know who's who, you just think that it's some normal people that's lining up at the food bank, cuz. There's men that have money and they're lining up outside the food bank, cuz. Just so they can try and save a little $200. Just so they can stack away their drugs money and they ain't got to spend that. Yeah, and I realize, you know what? These people are smart. I realize what life is about. You have to be strong and you have to be smart. You have to know how to use your head out here. Because all it is people out here that's using their head, they're using their mind. You get what I'm trying to say, people? So people, don't be surprised when you see that there's people running into the local corner shops now and stealing the rascal alcohol and stealing all the cigarettes again. Just like how it was back in the days. Don't be surprised when Tesco, Sainsbury's, Lidl, Asda, all of these stores come on the news and start talking about how much money they're losing in a year. Poor people had enough. A lot of people's had enough. It's not even about the poor people anymore. Even middle class people's had enough. Middle class people better fucking get with it. They better start acting like they're part of the Illuminati or something, cuz. And stand for poorness. Fuck you mean? People, it's tough out here and it's rough out here. It's your boy PROPH RYE. The fittest of the fittest survive. You better start stacking the tunas and the corned beef and the mackerel tin under your bed. You get me? Back in the days, you see what people are doing is, yeah, they're investing their money. See me, I'm smart, you know. People investing their money into gold, in all of these chains and Rolex watches and that. Nah, I ain't on none of that. I ain't on none of that. I'll probably be on that down the line, if life is for me. But you see right now, people, I'm not stacking up on jewelry, cuz. I'm stacking up on tin food, cuz. Under my bed. Under my bed, bare tin food. You get me? I'm getting myself ready for the war to come. You get me? Because you're going to see all these people are going to be splashing out their money on expensive food. And they're already doing it right now. People have money in their pocket and they think that it's okay to be going to expensive restaurants. It's okay to be buying takeaway every day. Life ain't really hit them yet. Life ain't really hit them yet. But when life hit them people, you'll see. By then, there won't even be no food banks. So you better make sure you got your £2, £3 to buy Ross Clark bread, G. You get me? You better make sure that you got your expensive money to buy chicken in the markets and that. Yeah? Because that halal chicken that you're buying, brother, price going up on that, ain't no halal gonna save the price on no chicken. You get me? And with that being said, people, it's a boy PROPH RYE. I'm out, man.